There is nothing casual about trust. It is not built through grand declarations or dramatic gestures. It is woven, thread by thread, through the smallest interactions. A returned call, a promise kept, a feeling that you can rest, not perform. I am Zane, a relationship consultant and psychologist. And if you have ever wondered why trust feels so fragile and so powerful all at once, this episode of STR-TV is for you. Because trust is not about never being hurt. It is about knowing the space between you can hold the truth. And once that space is created, it becomes a sanctuary. Space where fear does not have to lead, where you can breathe without suspicion, where your heart feels held, not handled. Most of us crave this, even if we have forgotten how to name it. Let's dig in. Number 1. Reliability is the foundation. My beloved viewers, trust begins with consistency. That means doing what you say you will do, even when it is inconvenient. It means showing up when you are needed, not perfectly, but dependably. When reliability becomes a pattern, safety grows. People begin to breathe a little easier around you. They stop scanning for disappointment. They start believing you are who you say you are. This is especially vital in relationships where past wounds have made trust feel impossible. When your love partner sees that your words match your actions again and again, something remarkable happens. Their nervous system relaxes. Their guard begins to drop. Not because you asked them to, but because you made it safe enough for them to do so. Number 2. Transparency builds safety. Being honest does not mean saying everything that crosses your mind. It means offering clarity instead of confusion. It means explaining your silences, not weaponizing them. Transparency gives others a sense of emotional footing. When you are not hiding, people can stop guessing. And when people stop guessing, they start trusting. It is not about oversharing or dumping every thought. It is about saying, here is what I am feeling, and here's why I'm distant, instead of letting someone spin stories in the silence. Emotional clarity is an act of love, especially for those who have lived in the fog of mixed signals. When you let someone see the truth of your inner world, you show them they are worth being real with. Number 3. Repair is more powerful than perfection. You will get it wrong. We all do. But what happens after the misstep is where trust either deepens or fractures. Can you own it without defensiveness? Can you listen to hurt without minimizing it? The courage to repair is the courage to stay connected through the rupture. And that, more than perfection, is what builds the kind of trust that lasts. It is tempting to think that love must be flawless to feel secure, but real intimacy lives in the mess. When you apologize without excuses, when you make space for someone else's pain, you are telling them, you matter more than my pride. And that is where trust grows when love stays, even after the storm. Number 4. Respect boundaries, especially when they are not yours. Trust is built when people feel safe to be themselves around you. That means respecting their pace, their limits, their needs, and when they are different from yours. When someone sees that their no is honored just as much as their yes, they begin to feel safe enough to show up more fully, and safety invites openness. But boundaries are often where trust is most tested. It is easy to be respectful when it aligns with what we want. It is harder when their boundary disappoints us. Still, when you lean into respect rather than resentment, you communicate. Your autonomy matters. I do not need to control you to feel secure. That message, repeated over time, creates a deep, unshakable bond. Number 5. Vulnerability is a two-way street. My lovely viewers, you cannot expect someone to open up to you if you stay guarded yourself. Vulnerability is not just emotional exposure, it is an emotional invitation. It says, my love, I trust you with this piece of me, and I am willing to meet you where you are. Shared vulnerability makes trust feel like mutual ground, not a test one person has to pass. And it does not have to be dramatic. Sometimes it is saying, I was scared you would leave, or I did not know how to talk about this. These moments, small, human, honest, are what build intimacy. They remind us that love is not a performance, it is a practice of showing up with your truth even when it trembles. Number 6. Keep private what is meant to stay private. One of the quickest ways to destroy trust in love bond is to turn someone's pain into gossip. When someone tells you something in confidence, they are placing part of their heart in your hands. Protect it. Guard it. Do not treat it like currency. Integrity is not about being flawless. It is about being trustworthy, even when no one is watching. In a world where privacy is often violated in the name of drama or entertainment, choosing to protect someone's vulnerability is an act of radical respect. It says, I will not use your story to elevate myself. And when someone knows their pain will not become public property, they begin to relax in your presence. Trust grows in the shelter of discretion. Number 7, trust is a living practice, not a one-time event. Finally, trust is not something you earn once and then hold on to forever. It lives in how you show up today. It is built again and again in the small, quiet moments where you choose respect over control, kindness over ego, presence over pretense. You are building something sacred, love relationship, something real. Every moment is an opportunity to either reinforce or erode that love bond, and it is never too late to begin again. Even if trust has been broken, it can be rebuilt not overnight, but over time, through action, through tenderness, through truth. This is not a checklist. It is a rhythm, a choice, a daily devotion to being the kind of person who can be trusted. Have you ever had to rebuild trust with someone you loved? What helped you the most? Next time on STR TV, we will explore what it really means to feel emotionally safe in a relationship and why so many people confuse safety with boredom. Subscribe to STR TV to make sure you do not miss it.